The Faroe Islands are famous for their spectacular beauty and remoteness. But it's the islanders' annual hunt of pilot whales that sticks in most people's memories.
We will not allow this to happen.
Pods are driven onto one of 17 narrow bays by small boats for slaughter. The meat shared among those islanders who continue to eat it. Near universal condemnation has led the Faroese to resist recent attempts by journalists and filmmakers to access the hunt. But in a new documentary, 5 years in the making, Scottish filmmaker Mike Day succeeded.
My job was to not sanitise or sensationalise the hunt, and previously a lot of the coverage had been to simply demonise or simplify the story there. But for me there was a much bigger story that the blood in the waters drew attention to.
Indeed, Day's film isn't really about the hunt. It's about a way of life far more intimately connected to nature than most of ours. It's not a campaigning film, but through an outsider's lens, life on the Faroes magnifies the environmental problems of the planet beyond.
And this was this fog-shrouded microcosm up there that we could really look at so many different layers of what we're facing and don't want to look at in our own society. They were the first on the front line because they put more of their food on the table with their own hands, so they see the plastic in their stomachs, and they have a local doctor who's dedicated 30 years of his life to studying the effects of this long-term low-dose exposure to contaminants.
I have followed Elsa since birth, and we have followed her by taking blood samples and here at age 7, 14, 22, and now 28. And now she has got children herself.
Professor Paul Way is the island's head of public health. His studies document the rising levels of toxins like mercury and PCBs in whale meat, and how they're accumulating in islanders who regularly eat whale. The contaminants are produced by heavy industry far from the Faroes. And what becomes clear is a conflict among islanders themselves about how long their traditions can and should continue.
Och det som vi tog här vi hukte vi alla kvicksilver. Det är som att vi kunde söka effekter nyrmötes ner omrandig. Men du är ju verkligen i vår och tror att nu heter nu men alltså inte resten av det. Ja, att hamnen chatter.
I will get down in the water between a knife and a whale. I spent my whole career walking into the middle of problems and stopping them, and this will be no different.
In reality, external criticism may have reinforced a commitment to whaling. Anti-whaling charity Sea Shepherd brought chairwoman Pamela Anderson to the Faroes.
It's inhumane to kill a whale. Why would you need to kill a whale? Why would you need to kill anything?
The group's widely publicised attempt to prevent the killing created a very different kind of Baywatch, generating among the islanders renewed enthusiasm for the hunt.
If a ship from Iran came up the Thames and said, you're not allowed to eat pork because we don't, we think it's sinful, they're intelligent animals, and they picketed our pork farms, people would probably line the Thames and protest and eat bacon rolls. So there was a similar knee-jerk cultural reaction.
Ofte det der er færinger, de lever i pagten med naturen og sådan noget, og det er jo faktisk også rigtigt. Men der er i mange tilfælde, hvor vi ser, at der er været fanget for mange, så færinger har bestemt ikke været engle og altid levet lige i pagten med naturen. Så
The film shows that privately most Faroe Islanders accept the days of whaling and puffin hunting are coming to an end.
I didn't set out to make an environmental film. I went to the islands to capture a way of life that I thought was vanishing, and I discovered it was vanishing because of our way of life and the fact that we were polluting the oceans so much that this pristine archipelago up there in the north was contaminated.
While their traditions may belong in the past, like many other remote outposts of humanity, the Faroese are some of the first to witness dangerous environmental realities coming to us all.